Hey y'all, Brett here for Weez and Geezer TV. You know, I say that like this is a big production company, like there's others, but it's not. It's just me, just one old man trying to survive on YouTube. I worked hard my whole life and stuff, and so I'm a gamer, been a gamer my whole life, and I may not be able to compete with a lot of those guys out there, but hoping to make something of this damn channel. Anyway, here's what I want to talk about today. There are more than one spiritual successor to CoH, and I was a CoHer for over 7 years, or 7 years about. And so, although there are other spiritual successors, and spiritual meaning they don't have to be like that, just kind of ish, CoH-ish. And so you'll find things in each of those that you probably like and you don't like, and we'll have to decide on those when the time comes that they are all released. Right now, this is the only one I have access to because the Investor Alpha. Now, if you are an old CoHer and you can throw down $25, I'm not a part of their company. I'm not throwing this at you because of that. I'm trying to get more people inside so I can see what it looks like with a bunch of people running around instead of just a few people running around. But $25 to donate will get you in the Investor Alpha. And so far we've been playing for months, and things have been iffy, because it's an alpha. But it kind of gives you that flavor. You get to kind of make videos like I'm doing to try to give them a little bit of direction if any of them watch it or whatever. And so anyway, if you like the videos, if you're liking what you see, $25 will get you inside. I think if you invest a little bit more, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but that's my plea on that. I told a lot of people that I was in my other videos that I was going to be building a monster computer because my videos were kind of crappy. But like I say, I'm trying to survive out here, and I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't get any income from any of this kind of stuff. It's just an old man trying to survive, and sometimes make constructive videos, sometimes do reviews, whatever. But I built this monster computer. I was coming from an Asus M11BB with an AMD A10 6700, so I'm sure you feel my pain. And I went to a Ryzen R7 1800X on the Republic of Gamers Crosshair 6 Hero Wi-Fi. And lots of RAM and all that kind of stuff. I made a quick video of it on my YouTube channel. If you'd like, check it out. It's only like 10 minutes and 40 seconds long, showing my old computer and kind of not really the build, but pictures of the build. And then I turn it on for you, and it's beautiful. Beautiful case. That's the whole thing that shows it off. Anyway, let's get to this game. This is one of the things that I don't like about it, and that is that when you're here to select your characters, you can't see them. You may not remember who's what, and whatnot. Although I know who these are, but I would like to be able to see them, and I believe we used to be able to or something. I'm not sure. But I'm sure that's coming. Oh, I mean, come on. It's an alpha. But I'm going to show you the other thing that I majorly don't like, besides some of the aesthetics. And it has to do with the characters, the archetypes. So far, I played a lot of the melee archetypes, or what we have available. And I've enjoyed them. I played all of the ranged archetypes. And I have only one on here right now that's been rebuilt over the times of wiping and stuff. But the controller power set is broken. Now, it's only partially broken, and I'm going to show you that now. And this is something that they just need to fix. It's just, there's no excuse for it. They really need to fix this. So we're going to load up Captain Caps Lock. That's right. Wherever somebody is screaming in your chat box, I'll be there. Excuse me, sir. Did you know that all caps was considered yelling? Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, so here's the major thing that is broken. Now, isn't this a beautiful city? I don't like the daytime as much as I like the nighttime. But here's what's broken about it. So let's get into that. Let me get my soldiers out there. And now what's broken about it, I'll explain while I'm whipping these guys out here ever so slowly, but that's what you do at this level, level 1. Here's the thing. This guy, as set up right now, he is just freshly built. He has, I think, collected a couple of, missions or whatever, or, talked to the people. And these guys are just freshly out here. This guy will gain no experience points and never level up. Because, for some reason, you don't get any XP when you kill those guys using those guys. And I have no other attack. And that's the way you fix it. But so we'll go into this, and you'll see that when you get over here, when we kill stuff, we will be getting no experience. There'll be nothing written there. I thought it was supposed to show, at least what I picked up and stuff. But anyway, here's the deal. I'll get no experience points because I cannot attack those guys. The other thing is that the aggro is completely screwed up. Now again, this is an alpha, but this has been the way these guys have been since the beginning that they created them. If I move close enough, and let's say one of these guys attacks this guy will still stand there, and just stand there. And we'll just sit there and talk and chat and stuff because nobody's attacking us. And I'm asking myself, well, Sergeant Stadenko, Private Peters over here is taking quite a beating. Is there any chance that you might give him a hand? But he won't, because he's not being aggroed. And that's completely broken. Now, if they attack me, both of them will attack. And, but anyway, we'll get into that. Let's just get these guys over there. I'm trying to get close enough that only one of them gets attacked so the other one will stand there and see if that happens. I'm just trying to coax him into a fight. So he missed, so hopefully he'll hit one of my guys. Nope, he hit me. So they'll take him out. That's unfortunate. I wish, now see how they'll just stand there because they're no longer being attacked. Now, depending on who he attacks, see the other guy will just now stand there. Doesn't matter. He's not being aggroed. He's like, I got all day. And I have no attacks. Just my soldiers and a heal. And we will gain no XP. I don't know why I'm not showing XP down there. Aren't we full screen? Guess not. Guess I wasn't. Anyway, down here. You see I'm at 14 XP. And I'll just remain at 14 XP. Because we don't gain any experience. Because they don't consider these guys me attacking, I guess. Broken. So, let's just get away from that. You can see it's broken. The guy was just standing there. Also, the shift button. It makes you walk. That's so retarded. In every game, it makes you run faster. That's your sprint. So if anything, you'd have us walking, which is stupid because in a superhero game, you never walk. We got places to go, things to do, people to see. So anyway, it's broken, but there's a way to fix it. And the only way to fix it is, well, for them to fix the aggro so that any attack on them is just like it's being aggroed on me, and everybody just continues to attack without you having to go over here and try to give them orders or whatever these are, because they don't explain any of this, but that's okay. The aggro, they should just automatically attack. So now I'm going to go to the fix for that immediately, because it's not a bad power set. It might end up being okay, but if you start out by picking your soldiers first, you're done for. You're already done. You're going to run around the city at level 1 with 14 experience points. And that's just from going to talk to Marcus Clark or whatever the hell his name is. So let's go to the fix for that. Okay. Let me check something here just to make sure we are still running. Okay, I hate when I hit the pause on my recording, because in the past I've had recordings where it didn't unpause when I told it to, and so I ended up not getting the information out that I wanted to. Anyway, what I'm going to do is we're going to go over here to the guy where you level up or whatever, and I'm just going to show you what I did instead, which instead of calling soldiers when you start out with the controller type power set, I don't know exactly what they call it here, I can't remember. The first thing you want to take is rifle burst, like you do, or okay. Actually you have the choice of these two or whatever. You want to take the one where you have a weapon. Do not take call soldiers first. And you're going to have to run around and kill like those 2 level 1 guys with your rifle, and you'll get XP, and you will go up to level 2, and you'll come back here and then take call soldier. Now it's a total different ball game when you do that, because you go in with an attack when you have your call soldiers, and they will immediately attack you, which causes all your guys to immediately attack them. And you're going to see in a minute that it's a completely different ball game. You've seen that guy just standing there, and we talked and we talked and we talked. So you'll want to take whatever they give you for an attack power before you take call soldier. You want to get that at level 2. Nice to see somebody here. So we're going to take this guy out, and I'm going to show you the difference. Now, this guy looks okay in here, but he did, and it's daytime. It sucks now that it's daytime. God, I was hoping it would stay nighttime. I came out in here just a while ago. It was nighttime, and my characters look so much cooler at night because they wear this like metallic armor. And so we're going to run over there to those 2 level 1 guys, because that's where I started out with this guy. You can already see this guy's level 2, because when I got to level 2, I took the soldiers. But you'll see it's a total different ball game on how they react, and it's an impressive difference. So if you're thinking about creating this character class, even in the alpha, before hopefully they do something to fix that, the aggro situation, which they should just, everything should just act as if you aggroed me. You shoot one of my soldiers, everybody retaliates. That simple. They should never have to be given special instructions. Sergeant Stadenko, would you please stomp that guy's head in the ground? Why, sir? He's not aggroing me. He's pummeling Private Williams. Yeah, that's a good reason. Alright, so let's pull those boys out. Call them soldiers. Now remember, the only thing I've done is taken that rifle burst. Because at the beginning you're going to have a choice between rifle burst and call soldiers. Do not take call soldiers. You will get no XP, you'll never level up. But if you take rifle burst and get that thing going, now I can stand out here and get both those soldiers going, and as soon as I go in and attack, you're going to see an immediate reaction from both of them, and this is exactly how they should always react. Should have since the beginning. Except the only difference is at the beginning I should have not have had an attack power because I didn't have one. Fine. Well, I guess quite a ways out there, so let's just do it. You see immediately. See how fast they put him down? Oh, that guy attacked me. Boom. My boys will put him down. If they're probably not in range. You see how fast they put those boys down? And it's because I had an attack power and attacked them. So they aggroed on me and they always attack. We'll do that again. They're all ready. Let's just... all I got to do is make sure you take the rifle burst for your first level power. Now, if I get aggroed, well, I'll aggro first. Immediately react, which is exactly how they should work. And because they aggroed me, oh, now they're standing still. Probably because they were actually out of range or something. He did kind of stand there for a second, didn't he? Not flawless, but it is much better. Let's just stand within range so that when I get attacked, we get an immediate reaction from those boys instead of just standing there. And we'll start that off by me hitting them with an attack. Thank you, boys. Now, it used to show what you were getting there for XP, but you'll see I started out with a lot less XP. I'm at 119 now, and if you look back in the video, you'll see that I was gaining XP. Because when that guy attacked, there was no contact. They did nothing. They are still just standing there. But you see down at the bottom there, the XP changed from like 114 to 126. And you continue to gain XP now that you have mitigated the game's problem. 133, still gaining XP. But you have to take the rifle burst first to get things going, so you became a viable target for them to attack, and you start off by just going and attacking first anyway. And that's how you fix it, or at least as good as possible. You can see that's entirely different from what we were doing with the other guy. And so I haven't leveled them up beyond that, but I can just assume things are just going to get better. But if you don't do that first, you're already done. So I'm just giving you that as a warning and hoping that you can get into the game. And if you take that power set, you remember to do that so you can have some fun, because I think the power set could be fun. For me, I'm having the most fun probably with the ranged for now. But of course I love every character archetype. So I'm going to go to the ranged guy. Okay, this is Molten Man. And one of the ranged characters. I've played a lot of the other ones and stuff in the past on here, but you know, they've since then done updates and we've wiped everything and started fresh and all that. And I really love the animations and stuff. The graphics are really good on these ranged characters. I played a lot of the ranged characters. There's 2 other people online. That's why I'm saying earlier that if you you know, you want to get in the investor alpha, it's like, okay, I'll show you right now. Let me go up there and show you. There's 2 other people online. I even asked what level they all are. Oh, also I want to mention, you notice how I mentioned earlier that normally it shows the experience and stuff that you're getting over here. I had to push all for some reason. Now apparently it doesn't update unless you say all. So I don't know how long ago this guy messaged. I have no idea what's going on with the chat, why it's not automatically just scrolling. So I'm always just grinding out here. And I haven't played in a while because again, I was planning on getting and building a new PC for a long time. But of course that was very expensive. But in the meantime, I had made videos on the archetypes. Building, I think, kind of new over there. The shape of it, at least. I mean, it's all coming together. One of the main things I don't like is all these... I'm sure they're calling them fountains or whatever. I'm calling them fish pens because I just can't imagine why we have that much water in this place. I would have been... I mean, and obviously with the sign there, it's like, these are here to stay. But I would have much rather seen big signs that said under construction and have them put a building or something here. There's just too much of this stuff. It's everywhere. That's why over at the beginning, when you come out of there, that water used to all be accessible, and you're always dropping down in the water and having to jump out and crap like that. And it's just ridiculous. There's just too much of it. They should just turn it into something, grass and little knolls and stuff with trees and bushes and a few bad guys in there and fur snatchers or something. Same thing here. I mean, like, there's a million of these, and I haven't ventured too far down the road, but I'm betting there's a lot more of the same. But again, it's an alpha. I also haven't seen too much of the other games. I don't really care for the numbers and stuff, but at least they got them in time now. They used to be really super fast, and it was really annoying watching those things. But this is Molten Man. He's only level 2. But the graphics look really good on his attacks. We start off with Molten Rock, and you get, you only had healing. That's the only other thing, is when you're creating these, we don't have your secondary abilities unlocked yet on a lot of these and stuff, so we haven't messed with them. A lot of things like radiation and things like that. And hopefully when they unlock those, this is going to be a whole new ball game. And there's only like I said, now there's only one person out here. One person and me. Okay? That is why I'm saying $25 you can get inside here and we can see what it looks like with a bunch of people and run with as big a party as we can, even if we're just grinding, and get a bunch of levels. Because you'll see, this ain't so bad. Throw down some of that double stuff. Yeah. That's right. I'm like a cookie, baby. I got double stuff. I'm going to save that double stuff for the next time there's 2 of them. Oh, that was kind of wimpy, I guess. Man, your fireball is wimpy. It is not. I'm Molten Man. Don't mess with me. The graphics aren't bad. He looks so cool at night. They look 10 times cooler at night. I don't really like all this bright stuff anyway. I think I'm going to wait till there's 2 of them there, because I want to be able to play with my double stuff. I don't just want to waste it on one guy. It looks like we're gonna. Throw down some. Oh, he got the double stuff all to himself. And it will. I clicked on this a few times. It should start. It still should register. I wonder if it'll register a 3rd one. Nope. Maybe because the guy died. I would love to see an area loot. But what I was telling you earlier is that I had made videos on the different archetypes and stuff, the different ranged and melee and things like that. And then they did a big update before I published them and stuff. I put a lot of work into them and stuff, hours. And before I published them, they had changed a lot of things up, like narrowed up the streets, which were 4 wide for a while and looked ridiculous. Added all those cars, a lot of other stuff. Better graphics everywhere. You can see those trees are looking really good over there. There's something funky going on in the bottom part there, but the rest of them look really good. I mean, it's coming along. It's kind of missing part of it there. But it is coming along. I mean, it'll look much cooler when we get to the sky. You can see that the numbers on the street signs over there are bleeding right through the rock and the trees over here, and we're seeing them on the back side. I don't like those things anyway. But as you can see, there's parts of it that's coming along. Let's throw down some stuff. Some double stuff. Yeah. And I took that as my 2nd power. So it's been a while since I've run the streets, so to speak. You know, and I've not really played anything over maybe level 12 or so. I don't really remember. Because I played so many different archetypes. I need need 310 XP to get this guy up. I don't know if that's a real person or not. Probably not. I think there's just that one person still online. Oh, we got Jason out there too. See, I asked this a long time ago, and I didn't update the chat by clicking it. Sorry, I was reading. And I gained all that experience. For some reason, it doesn't update automatically. I sure would like to have conversed with those guys a little bit more. In fact, I'd rather just grind with them so that they can enjoy seeing themselves in a video, seeing their character in action from somebody else's perspective of the team. That's right. Looking for a team. Just to run the streets and grind until we get missions and stuff. I would love to just run around the map with maybe 4 other people or something like that. In a group. And then when a person levels up, they run back to the guy where you level the character and meet back up with the group. Go down to double stud, even though it's only single. Cool archetype. The other ranged archetypes like the ice and the archer and things like that, they're just as much fun. I just like fire. I'm not sure if they have electrical yet or not, like lightning damage and stuff. Let me pause for a second to make sure my dog's okay. Okay. So yeah, the whole having to update this thing, it used to scroll. So, it's just something that's going on. It's just something not going on. Uh-huh. Now my other character that was smart enough to move these over here so that it didn't block the health meter. And to me, in the game, this is how it plays. For the video, I had adopted the idea of moving them over so that it didn't interfere with you guys being able to see my health bar. I guess I didn't get him that time. I thought I killed him. Sorry, guy. Thought I killed you. I really wish it was nighttime. This place is gorgeous at night. Check my graphics to make sure that it doesn't change like when I start fresh or something. Yeah, we're still good. We're still on fantastic. That's as high as it gets. Molten Man. Now the reason I went with this type of character, and I did on my other ones too, is because it's still in an alpha, and I don't really care for how a lot of them look and things like that. And when the finished product's out, they'll look good. But this set looks cool as hell. So I go with it. So anyway, it's just a grind. I mean, I can go over and do that one mission now, probably. Pardon? Make sure we're good. Yeah. Some unknown number, I get a bunch of those calls. Some weird area code. It didn't answer it. I don't know who it is. Miss. Swing and a miss. Now, as far as the enhancements that you see I'm getting, let me kill these couple guys here. I'll finish and then I'll tell you what I like and don't like about that. Because you know I will. I think all I got left is the guy in the middle. And that should be that. Go. Now see, the missions it'll say recover Herbert's watch, but I believe I already have. And so it doesn't do like this updating thing where it tells you to take it back to whoever. I wonder if anybody said anything. We'll just do that manually, I guess. Oh, I leveled up also. Wasn't even aware of that. Now, I don't like all this water. And this is the water that everybody, I guess, bitches about, so they put a cover over it all. See? Like a transparent cover. Like we need all this damn water. I would rather have seen walkways going through here with grass, maybe a little knoll. No, they wanted this sort of giant fish pond thing going on everywhere. You go to the backside, yeah, more water, more water. I would just redraw all this into something useful. I mean, you had to put a cover on it because everybody didn't want to have to run around it all the time and got tired of. The whole idea is I think everybody wanted you to get rid of it, and you're like, well, we'll just do this for it instead. Don't do that. So let's say you want all this damn water. Let's cut it off right here. Make all the rest of this something else. And do the same thing on the other side. Find a big chunk that you can cut off. Turn it into something. Make it look like a park. Put in a train station somewhere. There could be a train depot right here, of course, you know, like they did in CoH. You'd have to draw that in. It would be useful. Because that way when you enter other areas and stuff, you got other ways of getting to different areas of the city and stuff rather quickly. Like you did in CoH. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of all this water hazard stuff and the fish ponds out there. But anyway, let me get over here and let me update that just in case somebody said something or something and we might want to see it. And I'm going to just upgrade these guys a little bit, and then I'm going to call it good for that. I think they've toned down that noise. It used to be really, really annoying. Now it's only kind of annoying. Yeah, see, we already had the watch, and it doesn't update and tell you that. Now it's recovered Herbert's watch. Done. But doesn't she give me another mission? I thought she gave me a mission to go give it to her son or something, Robert, which is really stupid. The missions are really, really bad. I'm hoping those are like little cookie cutter missions that they're giving you, just like a carrot to follow until they get closer to actually putting the game together and maybe writing something that's interesting. Because as an ex-CoHer, you got to write these missions in a way that that we have an urgent reason to go help. The whole thing with Herbert's watch, I would have just picked up Herbert by his damn scruffy little neck, slapped a $20 bill across his mouth, pushed it into his mouth with 2 fingers, and told him to go buy a goddamn watch, because I got better things to be doing than running around looking for his damn watch. So write that in a way that it's a briefcase that was taken or something that has to get to the city council before midnight, because if it's not approved, say the evil faction of this world or something will get a bid on something, and you know, just something that's interesting so that we have an urgent reason to help this city. You know, but like I say, I hope those are just like little cookie cutter things they're giving us. So the mission is to go see Bobby, Bobby. But I'm just going to go see what I got for. I don't think you get anything at level 3. Now inside here, you go upstairs and get your mission from Marcus Clark. And I think I have a mission with him. I think. You go to this woman over here, that's where you can buy and sell enhancements. This is the guy where you level up. Now let me find the enhancements. So those are actually up here. Is that it? Yeah. I had available just 1 red until recently. Now I have a red and a yellow available. But you have to go to your inventory also, which I believe this is inventory. And I can put 1 of the yellows in there. There's a lot of them. I'm hoping the ones down here would be, you know, a better value or higher simply because they're like level 3 or something. Yeah, defenses and shit. Like I want defenses right now. I want to kill stuff. That's my job. Now I don't understand this whole max power plus 0. I'm sure there's values in there that are probably below 0 or something, and so it's like 0.5 or something, you know. Let's set my regen in combat to plus 0. Chance to hit target. Now see, that's a good accuracy modifier there. I'm liking that. I guess this one was 21 also. I don't know how that equates in the game. Power regen in combat. Plus 9. That ain't bad, I guess. We don't miss that often as it is. So I'm going to put that one in there. Whoop, I guess I got to put it in the slot over here, don't I? Did I put the right one in there? Yeah. So we've got like 4 different types. This is one of the things I don't know if it's going to work out. See, again, as a spiritual successor, it doesn't have to be the same. But I'd like to see one of the things that made CoH a great game wasn't the graphics. We all know that. It was how you could change them up. That's why I liked having enhancements on the abilities and not on the person. But I don't know how that's going to work out in the end. It may work out fine. They may be able to adjust things, but we don't want our characters to be just maximum cookie cutter designs where we're all really a lot alike, if not completely alike. And I don't know if we're going to get these enhancement slots fast enough and have enough of them. Because as you can see, when you get to purple, you only get 3. I mean, who knows how this is going to work in the end. So I'm not going to totally knock it, but it's not CoH-ish enough for me. I like the abilities to make my power, not only pick my powers, but decide how much strength each of them are going to have, what I'm going to have in there, because we like the idea of having things that take off power cost, recharge times. We feed on that stuff. And in the way it currently works, it may work fine. I'm absolutely going to say that. So we'll see how that goes. I have not seen anything as far as like inspirations. So, you know, like wakies. Come on. We all know that was a staplehood of the game. If they don't have something like that integrated into the system somewhere, you know, besides somebody just being able to revive you, you should be able to revive yourself if you have the inspirations of wakies. They should balance that out, find out, you know, how many slots a person gets per and things like that, and give us a lot more of what it is that we are looking for. We're not just looking for another superhero game. We don't want, hey, they had tights, we have tights. They had capes, we have capes. Okay, we're not going for that. If that was the deal, we'd just go over and play Champions, which is a horrible mess, and DC Universe Online, which I love the graphics there, but there's just so many bugs, and it's the end game is just horrible. So we've got 3 successors that are going to be coming out, and I'm wishing each of them the best, and we'll see how all that goes. But let's go see if I get a power. I don't think I get anything at level 3. But it's going to be a big nope. Oh, I forgot I got to right click. Nope. Get nothing. So when I get to level 4, let me run up and make sure that I don't have another mission coming from Marcus Clark there. You gotta hit the one with the blue button. The other ones are just cosmetic. I've got the music turned down because to me at the normal volume it's just too annoying. Yeah, tracking down the muggers, yeah, whatever. That's what I say about the missions that you do that you have no idea where they're at now. You'll find my guy looks so much cooler at night. See, and I was going to cut this video short, but this place looks so cool at night. My guy looks so cool at night. So I'm going to run back over there because I want to attack something and show you the animations for like his fireballs. The way he looks is so much cooler at night. And the animations on the fire and stuff, the animations on all of everything look so much better at night. Doesn't this place gorgeous? Come on now. Think about it. Too many of the water fountain things. Yeah. Look at them. There's just millions of them because they decided not to draw stuff. But the colors aren't really super vibrant as far as on the buildings and stuff the way they are during the day, where they just look too Champions-ish. That's where I like DC Universe, because they've made more of a grungy city, which is much more realistic. And I believe I've seen in City of Titans, their city looks to me like it'll be the city that I like. But who knows? We'll see how it goes. But let's go kill stuff, because these animations look so much cooler at night. Oh yeah, baby. This is when you want to grind. Now come on. You liked that, didn't you? And I would love to be running with a party right now. This place looks so much cooler at night. Please make us play at night all the time. There's something that's blocking our sun, and we'll just be happy. And everything isn't all bright and stuff. I know a lot of people have bitched about that, like it's just so bright and champions-ish. But let's go and kill some stuff, man. Look at that graphics. Yeah, baby! I love this place at night. Stand aside, citizen. Dude, you look so cool at night. Our mission is to go talk to Bobby, but we really don't get all that much XP from that stuff anyway. I guess I probably could, but I really don't kill these guys. Not until that other guy pops up. Yeah, fire the one. Dadgummit. Well, he's gonna get both just because he's standing there. I do like that stance that he drops into. That looks kind of cool. Again, see folks, one of the things I like. Oh, I have no room in my inventory. So I guess I needed to sell to that chick. But isn't this place gorgeous at night? Come on. And on my new computer here, you can see everything just runs smooth. But I'm glad it became nighttime, because it's important that you see everything about the game. One of the other things I don't like, let's just keep the ball rolling, folks. One of the things I don't like is that after you play a character type, like when I played the controllers earlier, these things stay on here when you switch to another character. Also, when I switched onto this character for the first time, and I clicked on the chat, it already had all the experience points and stuff from the last character I had loaded that had been fighting. It wasn't stuff he had done. And that's just weird. That it all just kind of held that information and bled it over. And this doesn't actually close nothing or nothing. But this is what you have when you have those soldiers. I don't know if it has anything to do with these characters that we have here. But yeah, I love this place at night. I gotta go sell to that lady. Some of the buildings are looking really good now. For a long time we didn't have the ability to sell these things, and they would just pile up in your inventory. You can buy enhancements. Oh, why is this? What is enhancement? Blah blah blah. Let me go to buy enhancements, and then you click on sell. So it really should just say have that option at the beginning instead of going there. I'm just saying. And I think I can just keep hitting accept, and they'll just keep going all the way down. Just sell them all. Doesn't really matter. I only can put a couple of them in my slots anyway, and they're just going to fill back up. Another weird thing is the vendor has like a specific amount of money. So I could run the vendor out of money, or all the player characters could come in here and sell all their shit and run her out of money. Come on, impossible. Cool, done. So now I got more slots. My guy doesn't look nearly as cool in the light. In the shadows, cool. Well, we're gonna get somebody on video. Okay. Sorry, I'm sure you found that boring, but at least it was somebody else who's enjoying the game out here. There's, you know, at times I've seen, you know, 5 or 6 people out here. But there's not that many people. There's a lot of people that are invested and stuff. They're just not playing. I'm not sure what level these guys are. Yeah, I could probably take on those guys, but I'm actually just trying to head over to where Robert Averett is without getting my butt kicked. Some of this stuff is looking really cool. See, I would rather see a big green patch like this with a big sign saying, you know, under construction, than to see all those god dang fish ponds that they put everywhere. Even the textures on the buildings look so much better at night. Oh, I guess he's right over here. Oh yes, please, tell me more, Robert. 10 perps, huh? At least it's pretty straightforward on that mission. 10 perps. But I'm basically just going to bring this guy over back to home, basically, and just park him. And this is the first game that I've done a video on since I updated my computer, and I'm more than doubled, probably not doubled my frames, but the place is just so nice at night. Come on. You know you want a piece of that? Just gotta find a way to make it night all the time. Or just not quite so bright during the day. See, now if they made it how it is, like when you're on the inside of these buildings, and I'm in like a shadow of an overhang or something like that, even during the daylight, that looks so much cooler. At least on my character. You can see how when he's in the direct light it's not nearly as cool looking, but I'm not talking about that. It's like when he sees this is under like direct light, but he looks a little cooler like when he's under this little overhang here. And that's what I mean by it being like too bright. Like during the day, if it looked more like this, then that kind of bright, where the city's just super bright, your characters are super bright. If they dimmed them down just a little bit, just like it does when I'm in that shadow, just that much. And the way the building looks, more darker textured like that, even on the outside, rather than this whole under the microscope super bright. Just lay this guy down on this table and give him an operation. But ain't this place gorgeous at night? I mean, I'm just going to keep saying that. I can't wait to see what the other spiritual successors bring. I don't think I get any more missions from her. Oh, I'm just supposed to go do that other mission for Bobby. So I'm going to call it good for right now here. Because I, like I say, just built this computer. This is the first game I've done a video on since then. And I want to go do some other things too and have some fun just playing other games. And I'll be back here later. So hope you enjoyed. Beautiful city. Wouldn't mind seeing you here playing. I'd like to see these streets fill up. Whether you stay here or not, this is what is available right now. And it's getting closer to what we're looking for. And as the other ones, you get availability to them, we'll go play some of those too. But come join us. Catch you later.